qu'il passe. Moi, je pleure le peuple français. Mais quand même, il est bien pour l'Afrique. Il est un mal nécessaire pour nous. Contre l'impérialisme, c'est ça. Il faut décoloniser les mentalités. Prendre en compte toutes ces données-là. Parce que le monde nous donne tellement d'exemples à voir. Pour eux, il n'y a pas de morale. Ils peuvent vous désigner aujourd'hui terroriste, mais demain, vous êtes un héros. Par leur simple bouche. Ils décident de ce qu'ils font. Ils parlent de démocratie, mais ils se font eux-mêmes des coups d'État.
Welcome back to the AfriFreedom Channel, where we bring you raw, unfiltered analysis on African politics, global affairs, and revolutionary movements that impact the soul of our continent and the wider world. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your network, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives like this one. We also urge you to engage with this conversation by dropping your thoughts in the comment section below, respectfully, as we build a community that thrives on critical thinking and meaningful dialogue. Disclaimer: the views expressed in this video are intended for educational and informational purposes only. AfriFreedom Channel does not support violence, misinformation, or any form of hate speech. All commentary is based on publicly available information and credible reports, and we encourage viewers to conduct their own research and draw informed conclusions. President Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso has once again captured the world's attention with his bold stance against Western interference in African affairs.
Nous sommes donc au dernier mois du premier semestre de l'année 2025. Je souhaite donc qu'on puisse utiliser ce mois pour commencer à réfléchir aux perspectives du deuxième semestre et voir qu'est-ce qui a marché dans nos administrations et qu'est-ce qui n'a pas marché. Et comme vous le constatez, ce matin donc, nous venons donc de monter les couleurs avec l'hymne de la Confédération, ce qui est encore un pas que nous effectuons dans notre union. Ce qui n'est pas sans difficulté, parce que l'unité est dure, surtout en Afrique. C'est difficile de s'unir. Mais c'est la solution, il faut qu'on s'unisse. Petit à petit, l'AES poursuit son bonhomme de chemin, malgré toutes les difficultés, tous les défis devant nous. Si j'étais naïf, j'allais me poser la question: mais pourquoi les impérialistes ne veulent pas de cette union? Mais je ne suis pas naïf, je sais pourquoi. Et c'est la même question que ceux-là qui ont tendance encore à dormir doivent se poser. Pourquoi ils ne veulent pas qu'on s'unisse? Pourquoi la Confédération fait tant peur ou fait mal à certains? Parce que nous sommes approchés tous les jours par ces impérialistes-là pour amener un des trois à trahir l'autre.
Speaking on the growing unity of the Sahel Alliance, composed of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, Traoré directly questioned, why don't they want us to unite? He pointed to continuous external efforts to drive a wedge between the countries, claiming, every day they try to force one of us to betray the others. What does it say about global power structures when African nations are discouraged from uniting for their own defense, prosperity, and sovereignty? Why is African solidarity viewed as a threat rather than a right? And perhaps more importantly, who benefits when African countries are kept divided? Traoré's remark, "I'm not naive," is more than a warning, it's a declaration of awareness. It signals that the Sahel leaders know exactly what they are up against. Western nations, through a mix of economic manipulation, media narratives, and diplomatic pressure, have long attempted to control the direction of African self-determination. But this time, the tide seems to be turning. Is the Sahel Alliance the beginning of a true Pan-African front that challenges neocolonial influence? And if so, are we prepared to protect it at all costs? Share your thoughts below. Do you believe this alliance will succeed, or will external sabotage prevail? Meanwhile, in a stunning development, widespread riots and protests have erupted across more than 10 U.S. states, with new reports confirming the chaos has now reached Atlanta.
Nah, this is crazy, bro. Yeah. Fuck the police! Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
Intelligence sources suggest that this wave of civil unrest is not spontaneous, it is being strategically influenced. According to a circulating report, 12 South African social media influencers are allegedly involved in stoking tensions and fueling online narratives that are contributing to the unrest. This claim raises urgent questions. Are these so-called instigators a new form of digital revolutionaries, or is this just another attempt to scapegoat African actors for Western instability? How can a handful of voices from the global South wield such massive influence on a superpower's internal affairs? More importantly, what does this say about the shifting balance of informational power in the digital age? In a world where narratives shape politics, who really holds the power, those with the weapons, or those with the words? If African voices are beginning to disrupt systems far beyond our borders, could this be the dawn of a new kind of resistance? One where African agency is felt not just locally, but globally. Drop your thoughts below. Do you see this as digital warfare, Pan-African solidarity, or something else entirely? The events unfolding both in Africa and in the West point to a global system under stress, and perhaps, finally, under transformation. From the Sahel Alliance challenging imperial influence, to African voices shaping narratives across oceans, one thing is clear: the age of African submission is over. What replaces it is still being written, and we all have a role to play. But as we move forward, we must ask ourselves, what kind of Africa do we want? One that bows to the pressures of foreign dominance, or one that rises with its head held high, united, informed, and fearless? Thank you for tuning into AfriFreedom Channel. If this conversation moved you, like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to comment below with your views. What stood out to you most? What questions do you still have? And what topics should we cover next? Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and most importantly, stay free.